Okay, Team Adams training. What's today? March 26, 2018. Welcome, everybody. Super excited to have you here. Uh, actually, tonight's is going to kind of be a wing it for me because we decided yesterday that we're going to Florida tonight. So it's, it's a hot mess at the Adams house right now. And our reservation that we made, they just said that it's canceled. So we're just going to figure it out along the way, and we can do that. So, but that's what we get for last minute, right? But one thing I wanted to say about that was in the past, before coaching, that would have completely ruined everything for me. Like, I probably would not have been able to recover from that for like a whole day until we got down there. I'd be grumpy and just frustrated by it. And that's why I'm thankful for coaching, though, because it's helped me work on that mindset so much. And so I was going to talk a little bit about that tonight. And we have, okay, there you go. I had Tammy lined up here to come on because we were having a conversation earlier, and she kind of had mentioned just kind of the healthy mind part of coaching. I thought that was perfect and kind of lined up with tonight. So, Tammy, if you're available, I'll just have you shoot real quick and go first.
Hey, hey! Happy Monday, happy spring break. Many of you are on vacation or been on vacation. Vacation is coming soon in just 17 days, 18 days for us, those of us that are headed to Orlando. Super excited. And then I'm following with a cruise, so can't beat that. But Jason and I had the chance to talk today, and he kind of like opened up an entire can of worms. I went way like down into, well, you don't know this about me and things that I've dealt with on this aspect. But one of the things we talked about was mindset and how much my mindset has completely changed into an entire new person over the last 12 months, 13 if you count the start of my health journey. Prior to doing program, I was the person that fell into the negative aspect of everything. I made excuses for my attitude. I had anger issues. And my mom's on here probably going, yeah, she did. But, it was not one of my better parts of life. I played the comparison game all of the time with anybody and everybody. And I think my health journey is way more than just about my weight. And I will tell you, my mental aspect of my journey was completely changed when I made that coaching decision, and how different it's helped me to grow as a person and how to deal with things in a different manner. Like where, that stop, challenge, choose that kind of steps into place with decisions on food. But now I can apply that to every aspect of my life. I can apply it to how I'm going to react to someone saying, no, not yet on program, or potentially having a person I shared with sign up with somebody else, which we all know is a shot to the gut. But you know what? It happens. It's part of life. And that first time it happened, like I ended up crying for a couple days. But, it took having that aspect to try to remind myself that it's not about me. It's about helping other people. And maybe that person wouldn't have been comfortable with me. So this journey has taught me a lot in just how to deal with myself and how to let go of some of that anger and that disappointment. And I think, I don't know, Jason kind of like walked me into a full unloading this afternoon. I don't even remember what I said. I just started like letting it go. So just my life has forever changed because I decided to get healthy, and I decided to pay it forward because I found the miracle program, which I also told him how I feel about Optavia today. I think this is an incredible gift that absolutely everybody in the world should know about it, because how many people are out there that want what we have? And we do have the miracle gift to give to people. And when you start thinking of it that way, like, go after and help all these people, because you never know who needs it. Sorry, I don't know what.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, and we did kind of open a can of worms. I think the question that opened it was, and I won't give away everything, but it was kind of, the question really was, what are you willing to do to get there, right? Or what are you willing to give up, maybe even to get there?
And
a little bit of that.
I'll go into that a little bit. Yes, where I want to be, and what if I stepped out of at the end of life, when someone says, what would they say about Tammy, and how would they feel about you? What would I want them to say? And I would want them to say that I'm the person that made a difference in their life. Like, whether it was lending a hand to help them, helping them make a difference, just being that positive friend that we can all be. And the question that followed that was, what would you be willing to do or to give up because of that? And honestly, I'd give up anything and everything right now. If you would have told me a year ago that I would be able to completely turn my life and my family around, I'm not going to cry. It with one simple, like, just helping people, which is completely my heart. Like, I thrive on making a difference and seeing people help people. That's what I loved about my 9-to-5 job, or my 8-to-4, or whatever it was. When I did have it, was I made a difference in 170 senior citizens' lives. Like, I've helped so many people just put food in their fridge, and knowing that someone cared about them. And that's exactly what coaching is for me, is just knowing that I'm that person for somebody that can be there and to be their support and to help them have a better life. So yes, I give up absolutely everything, and I will continue to give up everything to make a difference in people's lives from here on out, because it's 100% worth it.
Well, we could just end training right there, and we would all be better for that, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't even know what to follow up with now, because that was awesome. I will just talk about a little bit of kind of what I'm going through right now, which is awesome, but uncomfortable, and really forcing me to grow. So I signed up with a business coach, and it was an investment, but it's an investment basically into where we want to go. And a lot of it is not just where we want to go with our Optavia business, which part of it is that, but he asked me, he said, at the end of this, what would it look like to be successful? Like, if at the end of this you walked away and you go, that was successful, this is where I wanted to be. It wasn't a monetary amount. It wasn't like I want to be super presidential, whatever, in our business. For me, it was, if I can walk away a better person, and I can walk away being able to move people forward in their own lives, then that's a win. Like, and that's what Tammy's talking about, though, is becoming better so she can help more people. And so I have to do this reading every morning, and I have to kind of just create some thoughts around it for what's been going on the last couple of days, not just in business, but in life. And basically the whole thing is, it might sound kind of foo-foo, but leading with love, right? And everything that you do. And so I've been really thinking about that a lot, because sometimes it's tough. I had a couple messages that, I could get drug below the line into Dramaville real easily these last couple days. But I've had that in my head the whole time. Does anybody relate to that? Can you get drugged down in the drama real easy, right? And when we're coming to people as Optavia coaches, it's almost like we're reaching a lifeline down to them. And sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm going to jump down the mud with them because that's where I'm going to meet them. But our job is to pull them out of that. and to show up different. And when somebody says, "Whoa, I don't like the food. This food sucks," we don't go down in there and pat them on the back and say, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay." You just say, "What do you want? What's worth it more than food?" And pull them up to the level that they can move forward. Just like what Tammy was saying with somebody else signing up a client. Uh, you know what? We could really get mad and like, what this person do and what that person do, or we could say, and actually Tammy said something about that happened because it just happened. And she's like, well, probably didn't connect with that person enough. Like, what could we look at in ourselves? Like, okay, what could we have done different? And sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes you did everything right. It's the person's choice. Like, that's the abundance mindset. In the end, if somebody you were sharing with has already talked to somebody else, the abundance mindset is to say, hey, listen, I know you talked with so and so. I'm going to suggest that you reach back out to them, but it's always your decision. And from there, that you've done your part in it, and they can decide, because we don't force clients to go to one person or the other. If we're thinking in abundance, we're just thinking that they're going to get healthy. And that's the whole like leading with love thing. And if you start thinking of that when you're reacting with people and you're like questioning, you're like, what are they going to think of me? Are they going to think I'm out to get them? If you know that you're leading with good intentions, it doesn't matter what they think. It's going to shine through too, because you're going to come through authentic. So last night I had a share call with the new coach who's on here, Beth. You probably know what I'm talking about. Was that last night or the night before? Bless your heart, Jason. which actually in the South is more like a middle finger to you, which I could tell when she said that. I tell you what, the old Jason would have really taken offense to that, and that conversation probably would have gone a lot differently. But now I'm just like, it's okay. I'm here to help you, and if you don't want to take the help from me, that's okay. And I'm just going to lead with, just my authentic self. And, when she said, bless your heart, I knew right when she said it, I was like, that wasn't nice. Like, I don't know what she meant by that, but it definitely wasn't blessing me. And what Tammy's saying, though, is as you go through Optavia and you're brand new, just take the time to also work on this, because none of us came in here. There's a couple people on here. I know there's, that, not to like boast about money, but there's a couple people on here running $1 million businesses. That means like their whole business is bringing in $1 million a year. Did any of us sign up for that? I didn't come in thinking I could do anything like that. I didn't even have a clue. Like, oh, if I make my $200 back, I'll be happy. And then you catch the vision and you're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But as that grows, you've got to progress with that. And I talk about this a lot because it's a lot of my journey to getting here. Is we rose past where I was, and then we came back to where I was. And so if you're just keep on working on yourself, I did a live the other day. I was talking about the tortoise and the hare. And sometimes, we want to be the hare. We want to get there so fast. We just want to be like lightning. Like, I want to be presidential tomorrow. Like, I just signed up today and I should be making $10,000 a month. Whatever, like, that's not sustainable. That's not lasting, because you haven't learned anything along the way. So maybe some people feel like a tortoise on here right now. Own that. Be the tortoise. What can you learn in the progression? And we talked about that a couple weeks ago of saying, this is where I want to be. And if it takes me like 4 years to get there, 2 years to get there, that hasn't changed. Maybe my direction's changed a little bit. Maybe the way I'm getting there, we have to shift that. Plug into your mentorship team, of course. That's what we're here for. We're all here to help each other. I hope you know by now that Eileen and I are here to help anybody, but you all have amazing business coaches. So we just want to see everybody win. But the idea is just to make that commitment and keep moving towards that every day. And Optavia could be whatever you want it to be. I like to call it the dream vehicle. If your dream is to help a few people, awesome. We could do that. If your dream is to leave a job, awesome. We could do that. If you don't have any retirement saved, guess what? You better get on that quick, because Social Security is probably not going to be around for you. So yeah, Brian agrees. So just make that commitment and know that throughout the process, work on you too. Work on you as much as you work on your business, maybe even a little bit more. And if anybody is struggling with getting pulled down into the drama at all, Emotional Intelligence 2.0 was a book I read that like just really opened my eyes. And then also this book right here, Leadership and Self-Deception. Like this is a good one. So if your goal is to really do something with this, then you just gotta be willing to grow a little bit. And if you just want to help a few people, awesome. Help a few people. But if you really want to make an impact on the world, lead with love, lead with your mission, figure out what your mission is. That question I was asking Tammy, I had a hard time answering that when I got asked that question. It's like, I don't know. Live till I'm 90, have some grandbabies. I don't know what that is. Like, what's my mission? Think about that. What is your mission in life when you meet yourself someday at the end of your life and they look back and you say, you did a good job? What does that mean? And when you leave a legacy, what are people going to say about you? And maybe it has something to do with Optavia. Maybe it doesn't. But I would say if you walk away from this a better person, then you've won. And if you become a better person, I guarantee you the business is going to follow. And people are going to want to be around you because you make them feel good and they want what you got. And that's all I got for tonight, guys. The first book was Emotional Intelligence 2.0. We got a few more minutes. If anybody wants to pop off and maybe talk about some healthy mind things that have happened for you, I'd love for you to share that. Bueller.
All right, Jason.
Thanks, Kate.
So, because I always have to talk. So, hey, welcome to me. So, talk about healthy mind. Without a doubt, this entire journey for me has not just brought with it the healthier mind around, of course, the food aspect, which everything starts. Sorry, my dinner just is dinging in the microwave. Chicken taco soup, y'all. But as far as this whole coaching journey, it's kind of crazy how we don't think we have that far to go sometimes. And then we're thinking that we're doing everything really, really well. And then something comes in front of you and you do that stop challenge too. And you're like, ooh, is that me? Is that me? Let me dig down and see if that's me. And being able to grow and grow and grow day in, day out. And you think, okay, I got this. And then something else happens and you're like, ooh, another learning experience. Talk about how in that growth journey with that positive mindset where you can actually take it and be like, okay, yeah, that's something I can work on. That's something that I can do better. And I still want to keep moving forward. Whereas when you first sometimes start, you're just like, oh, that's not me. That's not whatever. And then you get kind of poo-pooed. And yeah, so coaching is good. This whole group is good, just beyond even just our team Adams, but every aspect of our coaching leadership team is phenomenal. And we've all been there. We've all had to get out of our own way. We've all had ego. We all still do. And just to be able to recognize that and move forward, I think is freaking huge. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to eat.
Love it. And we shouldn't ever get rid of our ego. Like, our egos are part of us. Our egos help drive us, but we can't let that lead us. So, I'm going to read this. I think that would be a good way to close. Habits of transformational leadership. We lead from the future, act in the now. That's finding out where you want to be and take action. take responsibility. We play above the line, what we're just talking about. We seek growth. We embrace obstacles as the way. We connect authentically. We cultivate trust, leading with love. We awaken potential. We transform masterfully. We deliver extraordinary results. We serve to better mankind. That's what we do, y'all. Love it. All right. That's it. We'll call it a night, and we are about to head to Florida. So pray that we find a place to stay. Otherwise, we'll be just sleeping on the beach. All right, guys.
That'd be a rough life.
What's that?
I said that'd be a real rough life right there.
Take
Yeah.
a tent.
We got one of those like sport umbrellas. We'll just do that.